Welcome back, world, to another episode of Caps Corner Store Convo, where we bring the corner store feel anywhere and everywhere in the 5 boroughs. I go by the name of Caps, and today, once again, I am with the multi-talented, the multifaceted Flaco. My little brother, what's going on, fam?
Bro, chilling, man. Happy to be here once again.
Hey.
Honored, you know. What up, bro?
Gracing the stage one more time, stopping in here for another round of groceries, bullshit talking, or whatever it is. Let's do it. Let's start off with once again, just announce yourself to the people, let them know where they can follow you.
Steph. YouTube and IG, Irvz All In It. That's IRVZ, all, ALLINIT. Super busy on the IG, I'll tell you that much. Like, definitely see daily content on there. Just
that's a fact.
Nonsense, you know, trying to light up everyone's spirits, put a smile on some people's face on there all the time. And YouTube, been on there for what, like 6 years now, almost 5-6 years. But took a little break, but we back. I convinced the boss to get back, to allow me to record her, her excellence in the kitchen. You know, she's whipping up amazing dishes for us over and over again.
Boss, by the way, means the WIFE.
Yeah, man. Patricia. El Jefe. La Jefe, right?
Yo, La Jefe.
Yeah. But yeah, man, y'all got us back there, you know, 2 kids, Leah, Hero, 2 characters, man, love them to death. But yeah, so you just kind of like trying to bring, you know, for the masses, hopefully. Like, the goal has always been to let the world see that black love is real.
Correct.
You know,
Black
just
fatherhood is real.
Fatherhood is real.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you always see us portrayed, however the fuck it's from since I was a pup, you know, to today, and you know, just trying to, you know, switch up the narrative, you know, and
sure,
I'm happy and I'm honored, and you know, got a few viewers.
Yeah, you got a few viewers.
You know,
you got a few viewers.
Yeah, man, we keep it running, and you know, and now it's a lot easier too because now the kids actually they do their own thing, kind of. So now you know, get to see them, and I'm just grateful I'm part of it.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah, man.
So you started the YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. There was a little bit of a up and down with the creative.
Yeah.
Walk us through how the idea started, how it switched gears,
Right.
and like what kind of energy is the channel on now, pretty much.
Originally, okay, I work for Con Edison. Right? I'm a utility worker. Been there now for over 15 years, and I've been with Patricia now. I mean, we've been married 11 years in March, but we've been together for like 17. So when we moved in together, she would like cook. She's always been cooking a lot,
sure.
And I would bring them shits to work, and some of my coworkers could not believe that my wife made it. Like not hating, but like, you know, just in amazement.
Right.
And she's made dishes for them and they love it. So it was like a joke that I took to heart. Not took to heart, but you know, I just grabbed my phone, I recorded her, and I used to do it on Facebook.
Gotcha.
If you remember, like,
yeah, that's true, absolutely.
I started putting them on Facebook, and my cousin down in Florida, Marlon, was harassing me, like, bro, start a YouTube. You can get, what you call it, monetize.
You can monetize your content,
like,
right?
You know,
exactly.
You know, blah blah blah. But that's when you only needed like 500 subscribers back then, or 200. I forgot.
Now
what
you need
it was,
like 200 million like to be monetized, like seriously.
But it was a lot easier back then. But yeah. And at first I was hesitant. I looked it up, trying to start it, and then I just buckled down, went to YouTube actually, taught myself, then you know, opened up the page, set it. And it was off and running. Now, you know, I told everybody on Facebook that I'm going here. Everybody, you know, showed love and subscribed, and, you know, much appreciated.
Make sure you subscribe. Irvz All In It.
And so it started out with just the cooking, and then, I don't know, then, you know, started doing like little tech stuff and things like that. And like, I forget my ear all the time on, and like, no, you need a specific page for this, a specific page for that because of the algorithms, and it won't hit because of the demographic and certain things that you're posting. But
got you.
At this point, man, like I don't even care about that anymore because I get to like last night, for example, we literally sat and watched like 10 episodes with the kids, and like they don't even remember it.
Wow.
So they're sitting there, right, laughing at themselves young.
That's awesome.
So it's like having this time capsule now, like, you know, like that. Now I don't care for the minds. That'll be great. Don't get me wrong. Any type of, you know, streams of income coming in, you know, it's dope.
Let's share the content, fellas. Like, come on.
Exactly. But at this stage, man, like, that shit really warmed my heart last night. Like, we're literally there just watching, I said, and laughing at shit, and like things that Patricia forgot, or I even forgot, and just,
Sure.
you know, and me, like, learning how to edit and shoot and stuff like that, like, it keeps my brain flowing, you know, like, it's my creative side. So I definitely appreciate that part of it. So those main key things, like when it does get out there and you sit there and see in real time, like, this is what so many other black fathers are doing, so many other couples of color are doing, and
right.
And you know, it ain't always that city girl, and you know, nah. Most of us, we like our money. We're trying to build shit. We're holding on. We're out here. Nah. We want to build a generational wealth, and that shit is real, man. Like, my mother came to this country, my father came to this country for a better life for themselves and their offspring, and
sure.
I gotta now take that torch and make sure that them two,
of course,
have something, you know, ready for them when they're adults, and keep it going, you know, keep legacy going. So that's basically what it's about right now.
That's what's up. So from Irvz All In It, and I gotta be honest here, folks that follow my channel. I used to be a hip hop artist, and I watched, you know, my little bro, you know, launch his YouTube channel, which then spawned into me, you know, trying to take another crack at it. Didn't work out, but it, you know, it opened the door for me with podcasting.
Yes.
You know, with Sucka Free, which was a podcast that I did with a very close friend of mine, Mimi. And it's just crazy how, like, you watch people that you know create, right, and it, like, inspires you to create. Man.
You always say iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens. No, it's true. It's a true. That's a true fact. It's a true fact. So, like, I just want everybody to know that, like I wouldn't even be in this realm had it not been people that I seen, like, really try to go after it, you know, and, you know, tell their side of the story, which is something I feel like
it gives you realize that you can do it too. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, we came up together, like,
of course.
I mean, if those that don't know, I mean, this is decades on running. I was still in high school, 10th grade, right? 10th, 11th grade. And I mean, us going home together, going to Brooklyn on the 2 train, I got I heightened my ear of hip hop thanks to you. Okay. I will always give you credit for that. Putting me on to Common, putting me on to Tupac, putting me on to EPMD, putting me on to freaking Guru.
Yeah.
I mean,
shout out to Guru. So rest in peace, man.
Cause I was ignorant as fuck. N-O-R-E all day. Whoop. Tell me nothing.
Yo, shout out to Nori though, man.
Shout out to Nori, I still love you, Nori, but listen, I was ready to die for you back in 90. Nori was the GOAT, man. I used to sit there and rival Nori, Jay-Z, Nori. To this week I'm Nori out, bro. Fuck this shit. I don't want niggas on the run eating, man. Like, that alone, this name alone is magical. But yeah, brother, man, and like, so like you said, like, continue to push each other. And since day one, you know?
Of course. Well, you know, that's the thing. I think, like, education is shared information. You know what I mean? Like, I think, like, yeah, you can go to school and you learn your arithmetic and you learn, you know, your ABCs, but, like, a lot of the learning is, like, by doing and observing and watching. So talk to us about when you're being a dad, right? And you're around your kids, like when you see them do or mimic things of yourself, like, what kind, does that bring a lot of joy? Does it bring a lot of hate?
I get stuck. Because I'm well aware of the character that I am, but as a father, I'm way low key. Like,
got you.
I let Pat do her thing. You know what I'm saying? This is a domain. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
Like, I forgot what I said. I think I was talking to a lawyer the other day or something like that, and I was saying, man, like, I bounced around all over the place. You know, Dave's moms used to feed us and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always like a nomad, like a gypsy, just bouncing here and here. And I finally meeting this woman, like, home to me is Pat.
Got you.
Right? So there's a lot vested in her, and I'm so grateful. So it's like, kind of like, yeah, they need me. I fix shit. I let her know whatever needs more salt. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes, like, she got them kids in check. So it's kind of like, I just reinforce certain things. Like, you know, when I hear her, she says something twice. Cause then, like, I normally get some of that outlash too, that backlash. So like, if I see, like, she say, like, Hero, pick up your clothes 2 times, And I'll be doing whatever, like I'm doing my work. I'm like, motherfucker, she said it twice. she said it twice. Like, you want her to come over here and start screaming at everybody? Like, goddamn, pick it up. So, like, you know, I'm very much like the para. You got the main teacher. You got to be out there. I do what I got to do on that end. Of course. But as far as like, sometimes I don't even realize like they're always watching. They're super observant, especially at 9 and at 7. Yeah. So kind of like they'll do or say certain things, and especially the music that I listen to, unfortunately. But like, you know, they don't curse, but they know them, you know. Right. And they know the Hot 97 rotation like nobody's business when past driving them to school. But oh man. Yeah, it kind of like you get jarred like, oh shit, and you laugh. I embrace it, but you know it's a beautiful thing, man. That's dope. It's super great. I'm super grateful, and it's funny bringing that because I'm piggyback to something that happened. I think it was yesterday or earlier today. I was joking, I was poking fun. I was like, well, you know, as a dad, you know, you got me like this is me just pillow talking with Pat, like you got me like a C grade or something like that. She was like, no, B minus.
I guess she wants you to strive for greatness.
Bro, and I was poking, but like, you know, thinking she was just ignoring. She gave me a grade, so she started laughing. She catches herself. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, B minus. I said, no. Firm B.
Can I get that plus? Like, what's going on here?
But yo, I love the gangster because, like I said, iron sharp as iron.
Sure, of course.
I was saying to myself, like, damn, bro, so many people tell me, oh, it's such a great father I'm doing, even though they only see what the fuck is on IG or whatnot, or just passive. But it means that a lot because she even brought up how when there was just Leah and I was going into that phase of like no more partying. Right. And I had to pick her up from daycare and be home. Pat worked late. Right. And worked the weekends. So I was with my daughter a lot. Sure. And there was like a little phase, like a resentment. Like I didn't embrace fatherhood in the beginning because the homies calling, yo, where you at? I'm like, yeah, with my fucking daughter. Like, I'm not, who do you want me to do? Like, where am I dropping her off? I have nobody, you know, like.
Well, you know, it must be weird because, listen, I don't have children. I worked with kids my whole life, but I don't have children. But I don't think that people that don't have kids, I think that they don't understand, you know, the full totality of what parenthood is, right? And I think like on the parents end, again, I'm not a parent, but that's an adjusted period too. Yeah. And I know a lot of folks like so for example, like my brother, I have brothers and sisters older than me, they all caught ass whippings. I never got my ass whooped. Why? Because either one, they were tired of fucking whooping ass, which could be possible, or it's, you know, you're learning as you're growing with your children. Yeah. Like even you have Leah, 9 years old, Hero 7. You're still growing with her as your first child, and still trying to like correct things that, you know, you maybe wouldn't do with your son that are different than your daughter. You know, how's that dynamic raising two different?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. As reluctant as I was with her, our bond is so tight. Like she knows. Like even if I'm down, she'll like come through and she'll just sit there and watch the game with me a little bit and just talk regular shit. And then she knows that, you know, when I'm feeling good, like like I said, bro, we were with each other a lot.
She really is your twin, though.
Yeah, man. So
she really is your twin.
So like, even though I didn't embrace it, and that's all I could recommend for any young fathers right now. Like, I know it's a lot and it's a huge adjustment. But one day at a time, bro. Believe me, it gets easier. It gets easier. Mothers too. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like mothers, like it's natural for most, not all, but like
it's to provide because you know, like you're the man, and I don't give a fuck if I get flagged for this. You're the man of the household, and it's men are always provide, and you know, so to step into that realm where it's the nurturing part too, like your nurturing is not the same nurturing as a woman, right? Nurturing is more emotional with women. You know, even if your mom's a hard rock, it's more emotional thing. Right. Like with the fellas, it's more of a nurturing, but still having that providing energy towards them. You know,
it was crazy. Like we bring up, Pat and I were talking before my mother passed. She told me too. She was like, "Yeah, I know that your mom's was pissed that I had you with the children while I was working on so much, like, because I was off every weekend."
Sure.
So Pat worked every weekend pretty much. So it's like I was with two of them. And sure. And some days I did go in there looking a little flustered because I mean this shit is exhausting and any mother would know. So I don't want like you just did it. Like I'm not. Who am I gonna bitch and moan to? Like I'm not gonna go and be mad at her because she's working, she's grinding, she's hustling. That money's for us. So sure. But I did every now and then come in there, struggle, look at all the shovel, got 2 different pairs of shoes on and shit. The kid's hair not
no
done.
socks, one sock high, one sock little.
And I guess my mother like had known that she raised a son and then now in this position, but I did my best to embrace it. But apparently, I guess I'm not a good poker player. So
hey, some of us ain't. But I'm not saying me, but some of us ain't.
Yeah, man. But it's all part of it, man. All part of life, and you know, and just this new chapter.
Gotcha.
It even helped me, like as I just found out, another friend of mine cut me off, right? And it don't hurt. Doesn't hurt anymore. Guess why? I got 2 fucking kids to raise and pay a couple mortgages. Like, hey, like you kind of like you really get to realize what honestly matters in life.
I always say addition by subtraction, and I don't mean that like in a
Actually, 2 people cut me off this week.
Well, listen, you're not the only one, so. We'll compare notes after we record, No, but I really feel like as you grow older, that you start really recognizing like how important your energy is.
Right. Definitely.
And like who you share it with is important. It's just as important as you making a good investment. It's I think it's very important because one thing you don't want to do is ever weigh yourself down. Because again, to your point, you got 2 kids. You have a 40-hour-a-week job that sometimes is an 80-hour-a-week gig. Like it's 2 mortgages. It's being a family man. It's being a good husband. It's it's a lot of things. That I think a lot of people don't apply the empathy to understand or put themselves in another person's shoes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's that's just crazy to me. So for me, when people decide they don't want me to be a part of their life, or it doesn't work out, and for me, it's not no hard feelings.
Right. Definitely. No, it should never be.
Right. So if your energy is not around, then hey, you know what? That's fine too. It's not going to stop my train.
Nope.
And I encourage everybody that watches this content, like you run your own race. You don't worry about likes, you don't worry about follows, you don't worry about comments. You keep putting it out there, you build it, it will come. And it's the same thing in relationships.
Facts.
And speaking of that, so when Caps is out there creating, we had started a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It was a hip hop based channel. When we chopped up the idea, what was the reason, from your perspective, why we started the channel? Right? What was your main reason for starting the channel?
Very similar to yours. Tired of people on social media. At that time, when I was on Facebook, hip hop is dead. Blah 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 blah. And meanwhile, you and I selfishly. I don't know. If you look on our thread, like it's almost daily, but definitely weekly, we are sharing new artists. Or did you hear this? Did you hear this thing? And I'm like, damn. I'm looking at this, and you're looking at it. We're attacking this person, saying that, like, what are you talking about? Hip hop and dead. And it's like, well, they wouldn't know because we're the only ones like on this thread. So then we said, fuck it, let's come together, put this shit out there, and dump it. So now those that think that there's no music, follow that, and here you have it. Right.
Now, what part of an artist appeals to you when you're when you're trying to put somebody on? What aspect?
Right now, at 41.
Right.
For example, like I love, for example, Luke, and it's more like his journey and the story that he tells, and just finding that peace.
Right.
Is something that I'm searching for.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So the lyrics resonate to me more so now than ever. As the same thing, like it's like if it's tangible, let's go and put it on a sick ass beat, put it on a dope ass flow.
Sure.
You got me lock and key. So right now, I like as Earl Sweatshirt and hearing him sonically right now on Sick, right? I think the latest joint he dropped, like it's just melodic. It's just so that's in the space that I'm at right now.
Gotcha.
So like that's like where that right now, if whatever you spitting, how you're spitting that shit, like just for self and just loving self and searching for peace, you got my ears. My big ass ears.
I hear you. See, for me, I thought like doing the channel, because I was a very this is my point of view. That's it. All this other shit is not for me. And I think doing the channel kind of helped my palate a lot. It's very similar to when you were a young man, and I'm like, here, just take this CD and just listen to it. And when you're done with it, you give it back, right? So for me, it was a teachable moment because there are people that are making incredible music.
Yes, sir.
You know, that don't get a certain recognition because they're not on the radio, because there's so much politics in how you get your songs on the radio, and you know what type of music is pushed, and there is a reason why it is. You know, I won't get into that in this video. We'll chop that up at some other time. But for me, it was a very teachable moment, because even though it's not in the pocket, so to say, what I'm used to listening to, there are people that are making quality.
Yeah.
So like, for example, I am a sucker for drug dealer music. I'm a sucker for empowerment. Anything that empowers our people, anything that's storytelling, that's normally my case. But then there's all guys that know how to put words together great. You know, there's guys that have just impeccable flow, or their cadence is great, or you know, like or they know how to be great on an instrumental. Some guys challenge themselves on instrumentals, which is one of the things I like about Earl's project a lot. It's, you could tell like he's, you know, trying to challenge himself and be in a different pocket, you know?
Yes, sir.
You know, and those are the kind of things that I like, and I thought that those are the type of things that were dope about the channel. Yeah. You know, and hopefully folks that watched it, I hope they learned something. You know what you know what I mean?
At least got new music, Dan.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at least, you know what I'm saying? Like, and listen, I know I've been slow on the playlist for the channel, but check the Instagram. We're gonna have
on it.
No, we're gonna have some new. We have two. I actually have two playlists that I haven't put out there from 2021.
Okay.
That should get us into the 2022 vibe. Don't worry, it's not bad luck. It's not bad luck.
Reeks.
We know Rico. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the best friend right there. So speaking of music. And we did our list, right, of what the top albums were. Right. How did you come about your order of placement that you put it in?
See, and that's how did you? Fair. No. You said not to put it in.
No. What I'm saying is, when you put them in the placement that you did.
Okay, I got you.
How did you come up with those albums? What was it about them, and the way you placed them while we did our?
Like I said,
our count.
There's no secrets amongst us.
Correct.
So as you played it out, you said you're gonna go. Oh no, I went first, right? I'm gonna go. You're gonna go. So what I wanted to do was really stump the audience.
Of course. Sure.
I wanted to make sure, like, yes, I did put Cole, but I did put one familiar.
Sure.
But the rest, I was like, nah. But then I also had to play off of.
Of course, no. But that's what it was. Right. You know, that was the beauty of the video.
So I said I had a good feeling who you were gonna play. Like, for example, Blue. I know, like, there were certain things I left. I knew, so I wasn't right. And then, but I was like, nah. I got 20 bangers on here.
I had at least 20, 25.
He only asking for 7.
Yeah, it was.
So now let me condense it even more and say, like, I'm gonna make sure, like, they be like, who? Like, what? Like,
sure.
What? So then it really gets you out there. And I've already been thanked multiple times from people saying, like, yo, they're loaded for fun.
People been hitting my feed like, yo, like, those, I don't know, who's DJ Muggs? I'm like, here's the link, my guy. Like, if you don't know who the hell that is, I don't know.
And that's the beauty in it, you know, like just putting others on. Like, that's what this is about. We all got to come up together. Like, if we all up together, I ain't gotta lend money to anybody. We all up here. We all winning. We're succeeding. There's no helping anyone.
No, that's a fact.
You know, like, so that's always been my mentality. Will always be. But, you know, so that's basically why I picked what I picked. I had to play off yours, and I was like, but I still had to. That was my game plan, to like make sure like no familiars.
I hear you.
Or not too many.
Okay, so that is the interview part. So now we got to go with a little this or that.
You're not doing the same?
We're gonna do a little this or that.
Okay.
Right, but before we get into the this or that, we're all adults here. We haven't had the little bro in a long time. So shout out to Ox Bow Brewing Company. And this is Farmhouse Pale. I guess this is a pale ale.
Yeah, the pale ale.
You know what I mean? It's 6% alcohol content.
As I know my wife's laughing at me right now and she watched this shit because I'm sweating like a motherfucker. I meant to get glasses today.
And we're gonna do this like we do on my podcast, Sucka Free. Make sure you download that on Apple, everywhere.
And for the record, that's why I did bring it in homage to that.
In a homage. So we're gonna do it on rating. Our rating system's gonna be taste. Where would we drink it? We already gave you the alcohol per content. So we're gonna cheers this up.
Cheers, brother. Smooth. This is some summer shit.
This ain't bad.
This is some summer shit.
This ain't bad.
6 weeks keep cold. Enjoy within 1 year. Also, this is some organic shit, huh? You can only get.
See, this is like some. This is like a beer. Excuse me. This is a beer. It's not like one of those like the juicy ales or anything like that.
Right.
But this is not like a overbearing
At all.
over like just overkill with the hops. You know what I'm saying?
And it's 6%. And let me tell you, I picked this just random. I just like the way the box looked.
No,
Let
this
me go snatch something. I said, okay, that looks interesting.
is pretty dope.
I snatched it. And you know, y'all always assume I'll bring some damn IPA, even though this is one notch.
What's your
below.
rating? What's your rating?
Out of 5, right?
Yup.
I give it a, I mean,
Camera guy going to take his little sip there too.
I want to say 3.5. I give it a fair 3. It's decent. It's. Well, I mean, would I go snatch it up again? I don't know. Like I'll probably end up getting a voodoo or something.
This is kind of the Budweiser of like a Yingling
more
type
bite,
of
right? With a little bit more bite.
Yeah, this has got to be like of this type of beer. I would give this a 3.52.
Yeah.
Where would you have it?
Oh, this is in the park. This is in a cooler, in a beach, in a park.
Sure.
Like it's that smooth. It's that.
There's
refreshing.
definitely softball game. If I'm out there pitching a doubleheader, this is definitely in the
Farmhouse Pale Ale. All right.
Make sure you check them out, man. Farmhouse Pale Ale, man.
Pretty good.
Shout them out, man. Pretty good. Pretty good. So now that we got the little beer out the way, we're going to do a little this or that versus edition.
Okay. Oh.
Versus edition. Okay. Are you ready?
For the record, Jay-Z beating everybody, but go ahead. I said it.
Jay-Z beating everybody? That's what they say? Okay. We're going to leave that. We'll circle back on that one because that might be a separate debate. Because there's a couple winnable ones, I think.
Nah, they're of course.
There's a couple winnable ones.
Of course.
A couple winnable ones. Here's the other thing too, like
Got 20 tracks. You got a shot.
he did like 300 songs.
How's he picking 20? Exactly. I agree. I agree.
people-
When you said that, I was like,
People don't think about that difficulty.
He can't pick him. He have to get somebody else to pick him. In my opinion.
He'd have to get Swiss Beats to do him,
Okay.
and then I think personally,
Pharrell or somebody
that he
Not him.
trusts. Maybe Young Guru gets out there.
Yeah.
And picks his 20,
No
and
ID.
then somebody in that little collective.
And not be selfish and pick their fucking beats. Like,
No, like just
you know.
Well, one thing about Swiss, he be getting his dudes prepared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Jay can't pick it though. You're right. There's way too many songs.
and then it's what he feels are the best 20 songs.
he gonna pick some Carter shit.
Good,
But then again, in what I'm saying,
could not.
then Beyonce pull up, it's a rap. So it's like you do that, it's checkmate. So that's why Jay ain't nobody beating
but
Joe.
what happens? But what happens when Nas
Send the
pulls
whole
out? He brings out Mary,
Nas
and
is
brings out Mariah.
Nas is the only person that maybe could beat him.
I think the RZA could beat him.
Absolutely not. RZA couldn't even beat fucking.
No, it's a premium.
I mean, that's premier. Whoa. I'm saying that. I'm saying okay. I take that
as
back.
a premier lover.
I take that back.
That's my guy.
I take that back.
He didn't win.
I digress. I don't want to sit there and say like he couldn't beat shit. That was crazy.
I'm just saying that the RZA got 5. He's got 7. He's got 7 debuts that were incredible.
That to me is still second because obviously Kiss
Oh, he's the fucking man of the year of 2021.
That is the greatest versus period slaughter.
No, he did it twice though.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
you looking at totality?
as a loss and garment, right? Because against Fab, was it? Right?
Yeah, he
right. But that is number one versus for me, and then RZA and Premier. That shit, yeah. I was jumping up and fucking down.
I was saying
RZA's sound was fucked up, and it
Bounty and Beanie Man was good too.
Ooh, but now that's third. That's third. But that was epic.
If that was able to be like in like at the Garden or something like that, that would have been really, really dope.
Bro, even the damn police pull up.
Yeah,
that
man.
Shit was epic.
And you know your tickets start at 8. You're starting at 10:30, so that's not even getting.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm my city. I'm Trini. We late for everything, bro. We late to my own fucking funeral. I guarantee it.
Here we go. Are you ready? This or that? We go in catalogs.
Okay.
Sports, drugs, and entertainment. We're doing it SDE. Shout out to Cam.
Yes, sir.
Classic album.
Yes, sir.
Kobe Bryant's catalog. Jordan's
8 and 24 combined.
8 and 24. His whole catalog versus Jordan's 23-45. Act like he didn't have two numbers. Just saying.
Damn. With the baseball included?
Totality, everything. As a basketball player, whose body of work you taking?
I mean, I was able to love Kobe more.
Yeah.
I had to hate Jordan and then.
But you still had an admiration for Jordan.
Yeah. Right? I mean, oh God. So
who did it?
No, all right, Jordan. Personally.
You're taking Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But by
slimmest of margins. Okay.
Midgets. You ask me that tomorrow, I'm saying Kobe.
That's like if you're in the proper mood. I got you.
R.I.P. Kobe.
Denzel Washington or Will Smith?
Ooh. Nah, Will.
You taking Will's catalog?
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why. Motherfucking HBO Now or Go or whatever, we introduced Leah to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, amazing.
So now all I get is, Dad, you did that like Will. How many decades am I gonna suffer this shit, bro? So it's like Will's heavy in the house right now, and I feel you. I mean, yeah.
Hey, listen. Remember,
but like Will has like now from us to now the children in my life. So
just remember, there's no wrong answers here.
Right.
They might not be my answers, but there's no wrong answers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man, that show alone, Will could do no wrong.
Will could do no wrong. I feel you. SDE. Mariah Carey, catalog, or Mary J. Blige?
Mary. Happy birthday, happy belated, Mary.
Happy belated, Mary.
Happy belated. Fuck yeah, Mary.
Really?
All the way. I remember my cousin playing them damn fucking 411 and whatnot, like all weekend long, bro. All weekend long, non-stop.
My love is
when I was
all
coming
I
up.
had.
That shit's ingrained in my DNA, that woman.
I feel you, man. I hear you.
I'm telling you.
90s to 2000 or 2000 to 2010 NBA? Which one are you taking?
90s.
90s to 2000?
Yes.
Why?
That's when you were allowed to bang back then, bro. If there was no blood, no foul, B.
But let me ask you this. Do you think that 2000 to 2010, that first 5-6 years was the best of what the 2000s and the 90s were? Because they were allowed to they were still allowed.
See, isn't that time? That's fine, it's fine. Isn't it around that time too, like this is now Jordan's gone.
Right.
Well, no.
It's Kobe
That's
Shaq.
Kobe Shaq, right. No, I'm bugging because, damn. 98.
See, that's the question I always ask because I know people I know folks that grew up in our era. Right. It's easy for them. It's easy for them to do that, but you know what I mean? It's easy for them to remember Mike in his heyday, but you got to remember that transition from
that is true. It's a lot harder than I originally thought about it. But I'm thinking on the back end. I feel like the strength of the 90s
right
versus the back end of 2010s.
Right. No, I got you. So you're going with the 90, 2000.
Because you're right, though. There's sweet
the whole
spot
body of work.
2000, right.
Yeah.
2000, 2005.
That was Iverson,
Yes,
McGrady,
no, I know.
Kobe, Ray Allen, Young.
You still had 5 years of them.
True. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Rookie, sophomore, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I hear you. And early Kobe, like, so you still had.
90 to 2000. Nah, I always ask people that.
That's a tough one.
I always ask people that. All right, again, this or that.
And the Knicks were fucking stellar back then.
I know. I miss those days. I miss those days. We listen. We trying. We got a little crew. At least they watchable. You know what I'm saying?
They are.
No, we're watchable. We competing every.
Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
Even though RJ, and I apologize, RJ, I've been on record dogging you, brother. Whatever you eating, keep doing whatever the fuck it is you doing.
Stay aggressive.
Like,
Stay aggressive, man.
Keep doing what you're doing. But yo, Mitchell is the key component if he could just not be in foul trouble, bro. That's 15 and 10 easily.
Yeah, he should be.
Every night.
No, I agree. He just got to stay aggressive, you know?
Yeah.
Just got to be aggressive.
Go straight up, goddammit.
Yeah,
Go straight up, man. Fuck.
You have the same day. This is the same day. Mm-hmm. You get a ticket.
I just got with
Knicks, Game 7, NBA Finals. Or
don't even say the other team.
50-yard line.
Don't even say the other team because they're not making it.
New York Jets.
They're not making it.
No, I'm saying in this world, this
world.
versus, I
gotta go into Mediverse or some shit after the Jets.
Spider-Man called Doctor Strange or whatever, and he got you into the verse, and they both on the same day.
Fuck.
Game 7 Knicks, NBA Finals, or Super Bowl, 50-yard line, third row, you can see the players, you're on the bench side.
On God, I have a funny feeling the Knicks will have a better chance of making it back there again than the Jets ever would in this fucking league. So I'm going to go to the Jets. I may die on the spot.
I love
At least
it.
I was in the building. The Knicks, they're gonna somehow get this shit together and get there. Jets? Not a chance in fucking hell. So I would have to go see that.
I love it. All right, I'm gonna give you one more slew of questions. I'm gonna give you one more slew of questions. I just want you to answer them. Mm-hmm. Quick lightning round.
Let's go.
The best hip hop catalog is.
Ooh. Hove.
The best TV series I've watched is
Breaking Bad.
the best concert I ever been to.
Oh shit. Logic shit was dope. That was impressive. Joey Badass Logic, where we went to, that was
a great concert. We felt very out of place.
Yes.
There was like one 23-year-old person, and then it was those old motherfuckers. Shout out to Black Arm and Dave Vandal for not showing up, selling their ticket. Shout out to them. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate them. They both gave me a thumbs up.
I'ma say the dopest concert I've been to was a festival, the Voodoo Festival down in New Orleans, and Kendrick closing out the first night. We got down there, Pat, and I got in there Friday.
Got you.
That whole experience was amazing. Cause we've gone to Tommy Cotton. I love like when you feel the music.
Sure,
it's nothing
it's a
like
different
that.
thing. It's a different
nothing
thing.
like that, man.
Like that Odyssey show we went to. It's different.
Exactly.
It's just a different thing when you.
But to be in a venue like that at a festival, it was my first. But I've seen them on shit, and then to have one of the illest right now in the game close out a festival being hip hop and the way Kendrick cooked that shit.
Yeah,
it was an amazing experience from start to finish.
Sure.
So I'm gonna give that shout out to the Voodoo Festival out in New Orleans.
He's actually improved a lot because I've seen him perform early in his career and his show was not that great. And he's
stage presence, he owns it now.
I mean, I think he always has a presence. I think just artists like that, they have a way of like making you stand at attention and like I'm gonna concentrate on everything this fucking guy has to say.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, some artists don't do that, or like they play the track behind them, which I think is the corniest shit in the world. I don't give anybody credit that do that, but like there's just certain guys
That's
that.
not fair.
No, because you want to know what's crazy? Because
Shout out
like,
to those that don't, though.
Shout out to those that don't. Like I'll give you an example. When we went to see Forest Hills Drive, when we went to that concert,
Oh, yeah.
and Big Sean got on before
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I think that was the moment where I was like, all right, Big Sean
Is that dude.
yeah, I'm like, yo, J. Cole better kill it because if this dude might have stole the
Sean
show.
cooked it.
And again, Cole, kind of shows you why he's who he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Damn, I forgot about that one. That's
My
right.
favorite slice of pizza
Ooh.
is from.
Oh, shit. I swear to God, I know this might be a little bougie, but I think it's down on Spring. Lombardi's? I mean, you gotta wait on a goddamn line, cash only.
That's like a pie. You have to order a pie down there, though.
Yeah, I know you said slice. Okay.
Lombardi's is incredible, though, by the way.
Okay.
It's worth the wait, honestly.
It's a grandma slice.
It doesn't matter.
Spumoni Gardens in Brooklyn.
Woo! Spumoni!
And fuck my mans that call that shit Ilios that I brought him to at work to fucking Dan Nunez. You think, bro, you...
Erroneous.
And bro, he said he's talking that slick shit. All them fucking Italian gangsters was out there. Why he ain't said shit when we was on the line?
Yeah, exactly. What was that
We
energy?
was in the car 3 blocks down.
Yeah, exactly. What's that energy, B?
As he bust the whole shit down.
He was yeah.
Hating ass, fucking upstate ass.
Spumoni Garden is
Illbilly.
Is an incredible.
Bro.
Spumoni Garden is unbelievable.
I don't give a fuck. I want my ends. I'm not one of those, like, I'll fight you for the ends, bro. I want my corners.
Now I'm a middles person. I'm a middle person on that.
Have all the
we work
marriage
made.
exactly.
It's a marriage made. It's a marriage
my
made.
crunch, baby.
Marriage made in heaven.
I want my crunch. Fuck that.
If you could take 5 hip hop albums, cross country, it's the only 5 albums you're gonna listen to. Cross country trip. Which ones are you taking?
Current or all time?
Your all time?
Ay, damn, I wasn't.
No,
ready for
take
this
5. Take 5 CDs. You can't listen to nothing else.
Oh. I'm still dissecting 444, so I'm gonna at least take 1J.
Okay.
I'm still loving Nas's Magic right now. That shit is dope. That's gotta come. Forest Hills. I haven't heard that in a minute. I'm gonna go with some Cole. I gotta spice it up. Love Below. I'm gonna need some 3 stacks. Gotta have some 3 stacks. And Wu-Tang. Fuck that shit. Wu-Tang forever, man.
36 Chamber?
36, baby. Oh, no. Jizza. Liquid Swords. Fuck this.
Oh.
Let me do this shit right. Let me do it. I ain't gonna cross country. Let me do this shit right. Let me do this shit right. Okay?
It's always got to be one that you listen to through the whole way.
Yes.
That's incredible. All right. So our last question before you get up out of here. Make sure you tell everybody, what your handle is, because it's all the shameless plugs in the world here. all the shameless plugs.
Listen, R.I.P. to Unlucky 13. Still me though, but focus all attention on the fam and on the Irvz, IRVZALLINIT, Irvz All In It.
It is a hilarious page.
Yes,
Go ahead.
IG and YouTube. That's just condensed in, and we got some things working.
Yes,
Let me keep my mouth shut.
we got some things working.
But yeah, it's gonna be a good year. Trust me.
Okay, are you ready for this question?
Yeah.
I love it. I will keep people on their toes. You're at a dinner party. It's 5 people. You are the person included.
Okay.
You have 4 people to sit with you and eat. Who are those 4 people?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
My mom's, my dad. I would love to chop it up with Kobe, man. I would love to chop it up with that dude. Last one. I'm doing some wild shit. I'm like, No, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Oh man, who the fuck was the last one?
It's tough. This is not an easy question, guys.
Damn. It's so crazy, like just having my mom. Like, if I wouldn't even really focus on everybody else, but
I mean, you do have your mom and your dad sitting there with Kobe Bryant. Like, that's a fucking blessing in itself.
yeah. Shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah, people think this is easy. It's not. It's,
You know what? And because I had 3 encounters with this dude, and it's always been, well, one has been shitty, but I'm gonna say Spike Lee.
bang.
And I'm gonna tell you,
Spike Lee was my hero.
I met him catering one
Okay.
time, and he shitted on me, didn't speak to me as I cleaned up his table. It's fine. I was heartbroken. But all right, and then now working for Con Ed, I was doing a house service on the block of his studio.
Okay.
And he was down the block, and I don't remember if he came up or we went down, whatever, but yo, we took the time and we were chopping it up. And this was right before the white supremacist movie. Oh shit. The Ku Klux Klan one.
What Denzel's kid was the...
Yes, that just dropped.
Fuck, what's the name of that movie?
I know. But dope ass movie. I wish I remembered it, but
Black Klansman.
Black Klansman.
Black
Thank you, D, in the background.
clutch. But so yeah, and I remember, yo, when he just took that, I mean, I was filthy. I was coming in, trenching and all
Sure.
that stuff. And yo, he took time, man. We chopped it up, and I remember him yelling at his white assistant. this young dude, man. I mean, he wasn't nasty, but like, he had my man's running. He was back and forth with the fucking. But I was just like, yo, Spike is an interesting dude. So I would love to like really dissect his brain, especially being on that side as Andrew does, and the filming aspect and how he captures shit. Because I've always loved the way he.
Nah, he's got a knack for storytelling.
And
I think like
distinct, not only the storytelling, but the way that he films is like uniquely.
I would love to be
Spike.
there when he does his storyboard.
Oh well, hell's yeah.
If he did a master class on just storyboarding, like how you enter the camera, like what you focus on, like yeah, he's amazing, man. He's another dude that I feel like is a great director.
Yeah, man.
I just don't think like he really does get the props like he's supposed to. I really feel like
agree.
he's still in that phase. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But hey, that's about all our time, man.
Oof.
I mean, it's about all our time. Make sure you, if you like this content, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. You know what I'm saying? Follow us at Caps Corner Store on IG. Make sure you share it, man. Get it out there. This is a platform made for everybody. All the creatives that are out there trying to do their thing. You know what I mean? Like ourselves. You know what I mean? Shout out to Millmatic, the homie.
Me.
And for those who haven't known, we've been on a little hiatus. But we gonna be back. We'll be recording in February. And we'll be adding another ingredient. We'll be adding my brother Flaco. So Sucka Free will be back in action. Make sure you check out their IG page at Sucka_the_podcast. And there you have it, man.
Excited, man.
Stay blessed. And see you at the corner store, man. Peace.
My dude.
My guy. My brother.
Oh shit.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. Hope you enjoy, and see you at the corner store. Peace.